What's up with y'all? Jet Spark Star Pilot back in this motherfucking check it out. We gonna talk about being light. You know what I'm saying? You're light as a feather. You know what I'm saying? Now check it out. I kind of, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me just break this shit down so we can, you know what I'm saying, get the shit correlated. But check it out. You know what I'm saying? When you're light as a feather, what does that mean? Feeling light, feeling like you have no weight holding on to you, esoterically speaking. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I say this, you want to be in a space where you're always going through your situations light. You know what I'm saying? You're always coming through a situation light. Because when you go through situations that are, when you go through a situation like that are heavy, but you go in light, you're in a space where you don't accumulate no baggage from that situation whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? You're in a space where you're maneuvering through that actual space realm, and you're not letting the actual bacteria and the shit stick on you. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting stuck in no funk. You know what I'm saying? You're just letting it go through you. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through a situations like, you can bring this towards even school. You know what I'm saying? You ever been in school and you're thinking mad hard like, damn, what are this problem? Because they got us flunked out, and the way on how to go upon life is how we have to go upon life due to what another man said of what the actual starting point of a situation is. You know what I'm saying? So they teach us about flunked out shit and courses and whatever, and we gotta learn about this flunked out shit. So let's say you're going through that situation, but you're stressed out. If you just have that light mind state within you, right, and you're in a space where you're not letting it affect you, you're actually being a more righteous. Just there's no such thing as right or wrong, but you actually be but and we're speaking in this context, you actually be in the most righteous side of energy. You know what I'm saying? And that righteous side of energy will actually correlate within the standard of where you what you'll be going through won't be actually won't be actually that tough. You know what I'm saying? It won't be actually that hard. It'll just be a space of where, oh shit, this shit is light. You know what I'm saying? This shit is actually simple. You know what I'm saying? It may not be the actual problem that's simple, but maybe the mind chatter. Like, you fuck around and just put a random answer down or whatever, and you'll feel good about that answer because you'll be in a space of where or you write something down, you write a paragraph, whatever y'all be doing in y'all schoolwork and shit like that. You write something down, and you in your mind you'll be like, okay, this is probably not the answer, but I feel good about this because I'm more lightweight. I'm more on the light spectrum of energy. You know what I'm saying? Not energy, but light spectrum of my mind state. And when you're in the light spectrum of your mind state, it'll be in a space of where the actual situation you're going through won't be that difficult. You know what I'm saying? You fuck around, give it to the teacher or the professor, and fuck around. They give you a thumbs up. They give you a check. They'll be like, okay, that probably wasn't the what I was going with, but since you're in space, since they felt the vibe, they felt your energy, they felt you know what I'm saying? This is a real thing. They felt your aura, your aura. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit is a space of where all that shit matters. All that shit is something that's comes together and accumulates within the actual through third dimension, coming from the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, and that shit accumulates to where the situation you're going through just seems to be light. You know what I'm saying? You didn't make it. You didn't make it. You didn't add no too much thoughts and feelings to it. You want that situation light. So that's why it's cool. It's always great to be in a light situation. No matter what you're going through, you can go through it like the worst situation. You know, saying God forbid, but you experience a death in a family or death in a friendship or whatever you go through, right? If you go through that situation light and know that that spirit is in a better space, a greater space than you, because it's no longer in this this human vessel, this third dimensional vessel. You know, it's in a greater space than you. So you should actually be happy. You should actually be light. You should actually be free. You know, so you should actually let the spirit go free and not bring the spirit back down. You know what I'm saying? Because our whole point down here is to transition. It's to transform. It's to go within the mind state, understanding that you're not taking this mind with you, and you'll be expanding far beyond this realm of reality. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be in a space where you understand these things and know where these things is coming from, because these things all have a mechanism on its own but to itself. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's always good to have a light situation, a light, even like you got, when you understand words and certain spells it carries and shit like that, you understand that certain words, like when they say in the Bible, angels came as angels came as white. If I don't know if it was white men, yeah, angels came as white men, right? It's not talking about the literal white men or or white, you know, say white people. It's talking about having having oh no, light. It might have been light. I got the Bible right there, but I'm not about to. But I know what I'm talking about. White, light, same thing. When they say when they say angels came as white or light, they're talking about the experience as the mind state, the actual higher realm, the left brain chakras, the you know what I'm saying, to get to God, yeah, I go through man. So the man is will be the actual perspective of the thought form. So the light will be the thought form. White will be the thought form. It be because those things are light. Those things don't carry baggage. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go through the Bible or look up online real quick after this live stream. I'm not live stream, but this pre-upload to make sure I'm correct. I know I'm right, but I want to make sure I'm correct if it was either white men or light men, because I know it was demons were the dark beings or dark men, and the angels were the light men or light beings. So it was one of those concepts. But y'all know the point I'm trying to get at. It's the same thing. Understand this point of going through a situation like you'll be in a space where you're actually directing the energy towards itself and knowing how to participate within the actual energy form, so you know what to go through upon your situations and situationships and whatever you go through in your relationships or whatever y'all go through in this space. If you have a light mind state, more things will be easier. You let more things go through you. You let more things not affect your membrane. You'll be in a space where you're more tougher in the spiritual realm, because everything is in reverse. Once you're lighter in this down here in the third dimension, you're more stronger in the spiritual realm. So even if you're up there, you want to be light as a feather. So when you're light as a feather, you're more aware, so you can comprehend more. So it's kind of like the aspect of being an esoteric butterfly. When you're an esoteric butterfly, that's kind of like it's kind of like you want to become an esoteric butterfly, because being an esoteric butterfly is a space where you're expanding your horizons and you're going through. It's kind of like it's the best way I can explain it is when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. What did the caterpillar do? The caterpillar transformed and build itself up to become a butterfly. So it built itself up from the shell to become that butterfly, and that butterfly became a more expansive, so it became beautiful. It became more an expanded creature. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the best way I can explain being an esoteric butterfly. But once you understand that shit, you know where to see these things and where they're coming from, and now you'll be in a pinpointing space of where to comprehend these energies. So now you'll be going with the flow much more better, and you'll have a more comprehended way of how to look at these things and know how to situate yourself during within any situation, having a light mind state. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not all about be having a light mind state. Sometimes you want to have a constructive mind state. You want to have a firm, strong mind state. So you want to know how to put a percentage level in all these things, and know how to comprehend these things, and you'll see where these things are coming from. Use the left brain, right brain, left brain, right brain, dick and pussy, left brain, from the waist to above. You want to know how to comprehend these things. You know what I'm saying? And these things will actually go help you within the actual parameter of what you're looking at, so to expand your horizons. So when you're expanding your horizons, now you're looking at things in a different point of view. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep. I know it sounds deep, but it's really simple, because I made it simple first, just having a light mind state. Then you can go deep and comprehend these things to what's going on and shit like that. So it just shit you want to shit you want to know at all times. Real shit. And that's, I think, you know what I'm saying, and that's pretty much all I had for this video. I'm still gonna go and look up the angel reference after this pre-upload, see if I'm correct, and I'm gonna put in the description what I actually meant. But what I said was correct. I know what I said was correct. I just wanted to make sure it was put out there in the right circumstance of energy. You know what I'm saying? Real she and Jess Spark Star Pilot.